Why I built an algorithmic system. First of all, it was more than 2 years of work, thousands of dollars spent in coding because I'm not a coder. So I always had to use the help of coders, experts, using Python, using Polygon and more. And then also because I wanted the first thing to eliminate emotion from my trading. I traded since 1999, so this is almost 26 years. I've been one of the best traders in the Italian market, and I was working with Twice Team Trading. I made more than 7 figures of trading with them. And after this, I started like swinging, started like day trading, and I had a pretty good success in small caps, but mostly in large caps, futures, and options. Well, I found out that the more I trade, the more I get tired and fatigued. It's already so many years. And I want to develop something for me and all for the traders in my room that don't want simple emotions. They don't want like to add to losing positions. They want to have conviction and add size and become actually rich, good traders. Well, it's not easy. First of all, I tell you, because having a trading system means that you simply have to respect what he says. And sometimes you think he's going to be wrong, but you have to follow the stats because the trading system is backed up with backtesting, tracking, and results. So we've been like delivering for the last, I would say, almost 14 years of data, something like 70% plus win rate. And I have two traders right now in my room that are like simply following the strategy that we coded. And I'm going to share what I did. So here we have M. So M from the starting of the year, and he was a loser as a trader, okay? Not a loser, but he was like losing money for many years. And I gave him like two setups that we made in the trading system. And I called him Diablo and JOTA. And he made this year 253K. The point is that his win rate was above 70%. And for him was simply incredible. Well, this was trading some small caps, but mainly large caps. And then over here we have Jay. This is actually trading in my room. He joins with us every single day. He's been losing over here. You can see 5 years straight. But in the last year and a half, he changed his life. And in the last 5 months, he made over 500K. So thanks for Jay leaving like a great testimony in my room. But I want to go back and teach you guys what are the strategy behind our coding. Okay, so dive with me. So over here, we look at TradingView. Remember, the system is made on Python, is backtested over the years. And I'm going to share with you not all the entire system. And also remember, this system will be delivered in the next couple of weeks for everybody that is in the room. You can have access to it with a small subscription. And we want to give something that is highly profitable, that is repeatedly, so repeat over time, that has fixed stop losses, has precise setups. And it's not only trend following for long and short, but also mean reversal plays. It tracks liquidity trap, it tracks institutionals and more. So over here we see how it works. So essentially, we're gonna cover this day over here. So the previous day, okay, so this day we're talking about, we can see that we had this range, right? So this is the range of the previous trading day. And this is Tesla of the last few days. So this was Thursday, the 6th. So we get this range, and the next day we're looking for two major plays, or a continuation, which would be like this, right? Or we're looking for a mean reversal play, something like this. Well, the system will auto-generate over here every single morning, futures, large caps, small caps, forex, the setup to trade. And this setup could be mean reversal play. It will tell you if we have trend following, or it'll tell you like if institutions are trapping. And also it's going to spot the multi-trend over here. So if everything is aligned, for example, for red or for green, will be short or bullish. But let's get to this day and let's see what the system is actually doing. So we can start and look at the first pop. So the first pop over here where it's written, you can see the small arrow over here. This arrow is formed on multiple time frames at the same time, 1, 3, 5, 15-minute chart. And it's saying over under. So right away it's telling over here that the setup is going to be a short play. So that indicates that at this point, we're going to look for a short. Now we're also connecting this to some API, but it takes time because every API is different. So if you take, for example, DAS with Cobra Center Point, or if you take Interactive Brokers or Trader Station, everyone is different and we have to work to make a connection to it. But that is something that will give like priority to the mentoring traders in the room. But over here, for now, what I've been doing like since every single week is we're sharing the system live on multiple tickers. And we got this trade over here short. And then we have some trailing rules for it. Also in the API is going to be also the exits and stops. And then we have another entry over here. So you can see that the system gets the first one and the second one. And we're trading this. So the theme is because we are getting outside of first trading range with huge selling pressure. The volume is something that I don't see a lot of traders putting a lot of effort in it. But you can see that over here we have the measure of the selling pressure, which are these red bars, versus the blue bars, which are buyers. Okay, so you can see that this candle over here, the majority of this bar is red. This is red. This is 50-50. This is still red. So we have huge selling pressure in the first 4 bars. And then simply when the market reverses, we have no more signal. But you can see over here another day. Okay, so we're taking the previous trading range over here, okay, which would be this one. And we're not going to trade inside this range, all right? And you can look exactly what we're doing. So the first trade over here, the first trade was a break even. So we entered, it gets down over here and out, simply the J-lines. And then we find another spot over here where it's written this J-line rejection. And we get all the way down over here. And you can see again the red volume below, how this is huge, especially over here in the closing of the day. So it means a lot of sellers over here are just like getting out. A lot of buyers over here are just getting out. And we can see more, okay? I'm just sharing red days where the market simply like faded. Again, we have this previous trading range over here. And then the next day, we don't take anything over here, the gate, but then we have an A+ setups over here. You can see around 10 o'clock. So what we like to do over here is we take put our stop loss, we take our trade, and then we simply deliver here until this point. That's an A+ setup. Let's see some example. For example, we can go on SPY. So this is the part that I don't want to trade, okay? So we have the system over here giving no trading and this in these last 2 days. But it's giving us a trading phase over here at this point. So you can see at the gate, the system is delivering, first of all, right away over here, a short play, another short play, an ad. And then over here, we have a trailing, another short play, another short play all the way down the day after. This is exactly how it works. We can go on coin and the same things align over here. So we have, again, a day over here where the system doesn't give anything to trade. And then we have the trading phase. The system will start like giving over here after this liquidity trap a first short play. And then we can also have over here other ads with the scalping tool. And again, over here, the day after. So shorten again all the way. And we can simply look for these major plays. And this was, for example, another type of system, another type of algorithm over here on the next day. We have this on NVIDIA as well. So again, we don't trade this day, trending phase, and we get over here an open J-line rejection over under. And then you can see that all these lines over here, these bands are red, okay, staying for the short because this is going to be a swing for a couple of days actually. The price went from 195 all the way to 179. And if you take puts, we're talking about 500-600% return in a couple of 2 days. So when they tell you that you have to follow a trader, maybe the trader is even very good, but you cannot repeat what it actually is doing. Well, we made something that you can actually do because you simply follow a system that is back tested. We share the back testing results, we share the track, we share the results of our traders already using it and trying it. And this system that I'm trading is the same principle that I was trading back in 1999, year 2000, in the European markets in futures. So as I said, it works for ES and QCL, works for GBP USD, USD, works for Bitcoin, works for stocks, small caps. Every single of these, I would say, assets has different like time of parameters, and actually, I would say, different values to use. This is highly repeatable. So every single day we have setups, or every other day. We don't have a losing month in backtesting since the last 12 years on this. So this is something amazing. And it's just you for to find out. So what we give is, you have a free trial in our room. Go on the website, try the free trial week. You see already how we're using this in screen share since months. And then when you're ready, you get the template, you get the bots, you run them, and you can trade with us every single day. Well, this is Jay. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned something more about trading today. And write us if you have any comments, and subscribe also to the channel. Thank you.